live. Let's see if we can have another good one like we did yesterday. Yesterday was real good. All right, I got my part. I'm on it. I'm watching myself. What do y'all think? There's Mr. Darrell. You get that thing all sanded up. I'm sorry I had to keep bouncing in and out, but I was going down the track, and about every time I would get in and start talking, I'd get a phone call or something, and it would cut me off the live. So I had to keep getting it. That job gets in the way every time. Looked like you had a good one though. What was it? A couple hours. I thought about doing that on the, if we could ever get it switched around so I could tear that motor apart. Yeah, I figure it's going to be as nice as that thing looks and everything, and I know it's not. I give you a hard time about not letting us see it and everything, but and if you wanted to cancel that earlier, that would have been fine too. I just switched over on Never Done Projects. $25 new subs. Dang, that was cool. I did try to go in and sub to everybody that when I was in there from my personal, tried to help them out, and I think there's several of them come back and sub back to me too. So I appreciate it, and I tried to help them out. Have you called it a day? Are you still at the shop? Dang, am I reading that right? 27 people watching. Okay, I don't know that language or whatever, so you're going to have to be in English or something for me to understand what you're saying. Well, I said that from 27 went from 27 to 13 just like that. We had a pretty good one yesterday. Yeah, it does. Yesterday's actually, I think it doubled what the day before did, so that was pretty awesome. I'd like to see some people come in here and they do it again today. It sounds like we're fixing to have a storm here. It's clouded up. I thought I just heard some thunder rumble. I may have to stop and shut the door. And if that noise gets loud, y'all let me know. I'll shut the door. I got an air conditioner put up in here. I just haven't done it. You know, with all my free time. Even been trying to put out a few shorts there, Darrell. Little one-liners. Nobody welcome everyone, please. That's right, nobody. Appreciate that. Let's see what we got here. That's a pretty wicked picture you got there. I give you a sub. I just subscribed to you. We're here trying to, everybody's welcome here, and everybody, hey Madison, everybody's here to have a good time. I don't play a lot of games, so I'm gonna guess that Green Dragon is if you just leveled up, that's pretty good. I'd have to ask one of my kids what that is. I'm sure they would know. It's a wicked picture though. Yeah, here, like I said, nobody here. We try. I knew what you meant. We try our best to help each other out. What's everybody got going on this afternoon? Anybody got any weather other than rain? And Daryl, I don't know if you talked to Randy or not, but he did finish. He got the plaque and everything. So, but they are making him come in tomorrow. I don't know how long they're gonna make him stay, but he is, coming on in tomorrow, and he did pass everything. 8:05 a.m. Friday in Australia. Oh, I like Australians now. They got some badass burnout cars. Hey, you. Yes, he passed. He actually made 100 today, so I thought I heard thunder in the background, Madison. It looks like it's coming. Kind of hoping it misses us here. I don't feel like putting anything out to cover the other office. No, he's done, Daryl. He did the driving thing yesterday. He was supposed to do both yesterday, and they had a crash. The site crashed, so he had to go in today and do the other final on. But he passed the driving yesterday. Well, hello, Pickles. There, Pickles, I give you a subscriber. Help you out a little bit. Yeah, he just was stressed. I knew he'd get it, but the fact that if he didn't pass it, he lost his job. That's enough to really bother everybody. Pickles, we're just talking about my son. He went to Atlanta to learn to drive the trains. And he had some big tests. He's been there for a month, and he gets to come home tomorrow. Hey, Grandma. Oh well, if he has, he hasn't told me. Maybe he didn't. I know he tested the simulator yesterday, so I thought it was done. Archangel. Oh my God. Yeah, I think that storm's fixing to hit here, Madison. It's starting to rain a little bit. I hear the thunder. Hey, Dan the man. I appreciate you dropping in to say hi. We got a couple new people coming in. Help them out, give them a subscribe. Maybe they'll pass along the help and keep coming back. I don't see the guy behind me, but hey, you never know. He might be making me do something I don't think I want to do. Well, that's good. I wouldn't mind going for a motorcycle ride myself. I do miss riding. That was get out on a pretty day and go riding. I do miss it. I don't think it's just in North Carolina. And I think you meant to say can't drive, but the people, and I don't want to say anything negative towards, but I think everybody's got their own little world going on, and they don't really look out for other people. I think they literally don't see it. I don't really think they try to do stupid stuff. It just does it. Hmm. So they put had a 93 Katana 600 and a 98 Yes. I've always wanted to. My first motorcycle I ever rode, street bike, was a Katana 600, and I'll never forget it because I took it down the road, and I turned around and come back. I was wondering what you meant by that, Dan. I didn't know you drove the school bus. But I turned around and come back, and I just rode down on it, and next thing I know, I was doing 125, and I backed out of it. And I was telling everybody, and they all laughed at me. And I finally asked them what were they laughing at, and they told me that the Katana 600 was the slowest bike they built. And I thought I was doing something. Now, Dan, in 03, I bought a brand new Honda VTX 1800. A few years later, they quit putting the 1800 on that bike. But now, that I really like that bike. I kind of wished I'd have kept it, but and if that adventure bike that you're talking about, if that's one of those with like kind of street and trail, or kind of the style of a dirt bike, if that's what I'm thinking, I've always wanted to get one of them and ride, somewhere, because I got a few friends that do that right around here, and they'll go off the beaten path and everybody. Hey, Southern Spotty. glad you come back. Yeah, it was hard for me on my VTX. If you're used to a chain, the VTX was a drive shaft, and if you drop the clutch, and y'all know I like to burn tires, it would literally jump to one side about a foot. The way the drive shaft would do, but now I'm telling you, it would do it. Russia, and is that somebody from Russia? That's cool. I like that. That's two people far away. I enjoy getting people from other places. Uh, yes, that okay. That is the trail, and you may have said it somewhere else. Trying to read these comments pretty quick, and I do read slow. But yeah, that VTX. Uh, we had bought the VTX, and then my wife had a VFR 800, and that was the step. A little bit different than the crotch rocket, but it was still that style. And then she ended up getting a '04 Fat Boy, and we still got it, but that VTX would eat that Fat Boy up. And now she got a 2014 Ultra Classic. I just lost train of thought. CVO. It's a beautiful bike and rides like a Cadillac, and it's got the upgraded 117 engine. It's bad. I got to catch up on some of these. I would ride on some of you. Hey, Newcomb. Hi, Stefan. I guess that's how you say that. Newcomb, then the man. I believe he's got a little while to go on that. Daryl, I know you've probably said, do you have another big project after this one moves out, or are you going to try to work on some of yours up in the showroom? I think he likes sanding, Hugh. I have had good luck off of the Harleys that we've had. I've not had to do very much work to them, maintaining them. That's all I've done. I've never broke into them as far as when I bought the '04 Fat Boy. We had the straight pipes put on it, and the Harley 5-spoke wheels, and the upgraded kit. That's all. We didn't break into the engine. And then the guy that bought the CVO knew he had all the engine work and everything done to it when he bought it new. He buys one every so often, and he let us get it from when he went and bought his new one. Like I said, Hugh, I've had good luck out of the two Harleys I've had. Okay. GTO be the next one. One of your old videos must have popped up today when I was going through. It said something about Blue Mew rides again, and then it must have been right after you upgraded to the LS engine. But it was, I'm about sure it was an old video, and I thought that was wild. They're definitely fun. I do. I've never done a bunch of riding with people because people get to talking and not paying attention, and you get killed out there if you ain't careful. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Hello, Bryce. Yes, he does get to come home tomorrow. I don't know what time, but he does get to. He has to go in the morning, and then they're going at some point he'll be able to head on in. See you, Dan. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see. Well, 12, 9. Look at me. I ain't even liked it myself. See, I forget it. Now I got 10 thumbs up. See? I did do it on my personal, though. Daryl, I was thinking about what you were talking about. That's what I was saying in my video of washing the trucks. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit more work to my orange truck and then get a camper from about the same era and make the back of it like a hinge up and then a hinge down and be able to pull the bike up on it. And then when I'm not, when I'm riding or whatever, I can use it as a camper. North Carolina is where we are, Denton, North Carolina. And you? Seemed like I looked you up yesterday, if I'm thinking right. Yes, you got a blue one. I do like that truck. That's like my orange. I think yours is a little bit lower than mine. Trying to figure out what kind of mirrors to go with on mine. Okay, South Carolina. Yeah, ain't too far. 15 minutes from south of the border. Yeah, that ain't too bad. How far are you from south of the border, Hugh? Is that? I'm not good with my maps. Is that the way you are, or you going down a little bit or up, however you want to say it? "15 miles south of it. He's 45 minutes to an hour away." I thought you were a little closer than we were, but yes, Southern. Well, these guys surprised me one day, and we all met up and did a big live at Daryl's Metal Art Customs in Ohio, and then not long after that, 4 or 5 of them showed up here, and because I keep telling everybody's welcome, and they all showed up here, and it was like it was my birthday. It was awesome, and Hugh had been wanting a burnout, so I pulled both cars out, put them out here on the concrete pad, and we did one heck of a burnout. You couldn't even see inside the building. It covered the whole building. And we are clearing the back of the property to put out a burnout pad. And eventually it will be, I'm hoping for 3 separate pads and join them together so we can do a drift, because we're wanting to get into the drifting too. But until then, we've got all the big trees gone. I got to get the little ones. We're going to get us a beaten path around the perimeter and do it a little at a time, and then we're going to all get us some cheap cars, and we're going to start beating them around out here. We plan on doing a lot here if we can just get. We've come a long way. We've not even had the place a year yet, so we do plan on doing events here. Now we got to figure out. I'm sorry, Madison. You wasn't supposed to know that. Shh. By the time we get this, maybe we can get baby girl something to drive. Yes, I figure we'll try to do something like that when we get a little bit closer on the trees. I'm hoping if we get our watch hours up, we can kind of do the store and stuff like that on the YouTube, because like I said, we kind of consider this a YouTube facility, and we're wanting to hey Addie, and we're wanting to have events, and we're wanting to do burnouts and skids and drift, but we also like to do some stuff where I've talked to a few people. They've come in here and got some tires, and they told me to call them, and they'd bring their stuff out here, and they'd be a band out here playing music and stuff, and I thought that'd be pretty good. If it gets, I may there we go, I may have to do it through the YouTube channel. We got to see exactly what the surrounding areas will let us do, but if I have to, it will be a I don't want it to be a private event unless it's pushed that way. Then we'll do it privately through YouTube. But I've got my idea of how we're gonna work around it if they try to stop us. There you go. Everybody comes here to weigh in. That's what it is. And Grandma, y'all get those RC cars up. We can do that here too. Well, you got to have something to drive here, you know. She don't know it yet, but we're gonna get Madison in one of these cars too. She says no, but we're gonna get her into. Yeah, we're gonna get her into one. There you go. We get an RC car burnout. What you got to pop the stumps up there? Because it wouldn't take me a lot. I'd get you here. But I am thinking about, I run across the thing. I'm going to do a little bit more research. When I say that, I'm going to turn it over to Randy and let Randy do some more research. I found a stump grinder to go behind my tractor. I think I said something about it yesterday. And it runs off the PTO. It will take longer But then if I did that, I wouldn't have to worry about getting rid of the stump. It would just be sawdust, and I could spread it out. Well, if you figure out something, Daryl, I mean, we're getting our money straight. We get a few things straightened out where I bought Vivo and stuff, and if I can get a few things going, yeah, that's the ticket, Daryl. If I get to a point where I can go get the money and get it done, we would like to do that. But we got to get to that point first. I'd like to get the channel where I feel like it needs to be first. Well, Madison, we'll have a lot of downtime here with nobody here to watch. We're going to get something, and we're all going to have a good time here. They are, Buster Rhoda, burnouts are for sissies, but I'll be a sissy all day long because I love it. Get me one of them big old motors, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that 99, they will not let him get 100. He would have got 100, but they automatically deduct 1 point, and he would have made all 100s. And he was telling me that he missed it by like 0.7 of having the highest average in the class. There was a I hear you. Sold it for I missed something then. Which the guy that got the highest average was a trained buff, but he did struggle a little bit when it come to the simulator driving the train. But he did like straight across the boards on his test itself. He did real good. I think everybody was. I think he got a little bit of in his own head a lot. I'm not getting into a bidding war or anything, but if he'll triple it, I might do a little bit better. But I do run it across my head all the time what we're going to be doing out here. And this rain messed me up. I wanted to be a little bit farther along before Randy got back. But hey, Daryl, it's all in family fun. If I win the bid, I'll let you drive it. I wouldn't do that, but the rain's starting to pick up here. I think we're catching on the edge of the storm. I wish it'd go on. I about had enough of this dang rain. All of our new friends took off, didn't he? Oh well. Yeah, I got busted new. Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind. I was thinking something else. If you're talking to me, Chris, no. We got the motor out of the other one, and I actually got it sitting in front of mine. I was trying to put another intake on, and uh, that's when Randy had to go, and he's been gone. He's been gone for the whole month of May, pretty much. Well, the whole month of May, and it is. I got it where I can put the intake on. They said that the intake won't work, but we did. Somebody told us if we ground down a little bit or milled down a little bit on the intake, it'd fit. And I got it where to fit. I'm just hoping that when we put it on and everything, it don't mess up too bad because it is a Corvette intake, and I can't really tune my car, so it being that odd year, but we're going to hopefully when Randy gets back, we'll have a day or two. We'll have the motor back in it and see if what we can get to going here. Time for him to take some of his jobs back over here on making these videos and stuff. Oh yeah, we'll make it fit. I'm also gonna make a little bit more room. I'm gonna take the ABS block out from under the hood. We don't need it. And I'm running my rear handbrake, and I've got the rear brakes disconnected from the front. So I'm gonna take the ABS block off, and probably gonna order a it's like a little aluminum block manifold, and brake line will run into it and run to the front lines. That's what I plan on. I sent it to Randy, I believe yesterday, to let him know what had on my mind. So that was one of the plans I'd like to do before we put the motor in, so the motor's not in the way. Let's see, there's a fuse box I would like to move. Most of those fuses are for stuff up front that we're not using. I'd like to trace them down and get that out of the way. Pretty much anything under that hood that I don't need for the car for what we're doing, I'd like to have it gone, give us more room. I'd like to figure out something else on the power steering, because I keep burning the pumps up, and the water pump. I've still got the stock water pump, and flash flood. They keep that up, I'll have to go to work. Oh really? Well, that's what I'm thinking. We get away from the big bulky thing under the hood and just get rid of it. And like I said, I want all the room I can get up under it. I hate the way these cars are. I'd like to take the fender wells all the way out and give me more room. But I mean, I guess I could cut them out, but I haven't really thought about that. But I would like to have them out the way. Wouldn't mind. We keep catching the pipes and everything on the trailer. I wouldn't mind just running the pipes out and out the side of right behind the front wheel, through the front fender. I've seen some people do that. I wouldn't mind trying to do that. That flash flood, they'll be calling me in a minute. I'll have to go to work. You watch. Oh, yes. I mean, I don't know. I could probably run some bars up there, but I'm just trying to find more room, let some of that heat out. I think it helped Randy's a lot when we took the caps out of the hood, so the hood could, so that he could get out better. But there at the end of his run, his was still starting to get, you could see his was losing power because it was getting hot too. I might should have stopped. I made it 90 seconds into a 2 minute run. I might should have stopped at 60 and my car might would still be running. Yes, that's the railroad. It was a short week and I had to cover a lot of I had to cover a lot of track today, and we had 6 trains, and a lot of y'all that knows anything about trains, 6 is not for a lot of people, but it is for us. We normally have about 3, and when we had 6 all right there at the same time, that's a lot for us. We do things different, and everything happened today, it seemed like. Yes, it was. It was ready for. It was ready for some. I know that. I do plan on. I was telling Randy I do like these lives like this, so I'm thinking what I'm going to try to start doing. I kind of got this on what Daryl done today on his live while he was working. I think when I start coming in, I'm going to get an engine stand, and I'm going to put that motor on it, and then I'm going to just tear it down as I do my live like this, and we all watch together on what happened when I or what it done when I pulled it out. That's what I'd like to do. And one of the other channels did that the other day. He lost oil pressure. I think his oil pump came off. I can't think of it. I was watching it. I can't think of it right now. Uh, yeah, they do work good for me because I don't type good, but I read slower. Well, I don't know if I read slower than I type, but I do. I'll get behind. Yes, it does seem like lives have been on fire lately because, like I said, in the earlier day before yesterday, I did one and I got like 160 views. I think there was 300 some on yesterday's, so it did good yesterday. Yeah, that anytime you have an experience like that, that'll make you stop wanting to be around it, whatever it is. I think everybody wanted to be a flight attendant back in the day. That used to be the job for um, females back then. Everybody wanted to be a flight attendant. I don't hear much about it anymore. Yeah, he wanted. He had a couple Thomas the Trains. I always tell him, I think I can. I think I can. You can do anything, my friend. There you go. I have been up in what I call a canoe with wings, and I wasn't that pleasurable to me. So I would like to go on a big plane to see what it would be like, But I don't know. Yes, Thomas was cool. Hey, classic car. There you go, Hugh. I think I can. I think I can. If you've ever seen my lawnmower, Grandma, it's a 747. Uh, I thought that was pretty good. Bad boy, and it's got 747 on the side of it. I've always heard of 747, but I don't know what the numbers mean. But now, that 747 has always been something that I've heard, but I don't know what a 757 is. That's what I feel like, Hugh. I wonder how I would be because I don't like roller coasters. You know, and I kind of feel like it'd be about the same thing. I would say once you got in the air, you would be okay, but I don't know. Um, Now, I like boats and water, but I got out one time far enough where I couldn't see the ocean. I mean the land, and I was kind of weird feeling on that. So the 757 is a bit bigger than the 747. I guess that makes sense since the number's a little higher. Didn't Trump just buy or somebody give us one and everybody's raising sand about it because it was a gift? I didn't read into it. I just saw something on there. Everybody was complaining about it. I would say when you get up there, you wouldn't realize you was high. Cause I guess because you're in the cabin, I would say. Well, Grandma, that's about like riding in the back of the dually. And you would just think in the front seat and the back seat of our four-door dually, you would think there'd be that much of a difference, but there is. If I hit a bump and the stiff springs and you're in the back seat, it does feel like it jams your back up. Where the front seat, it's not near as bad. I would like to try inside of a stealth bomber. I think that would be wicked. I don't know how I feel about that though, because younger it never bothered me, but now like um, when we were pulling the engine out, it's happened a few times to me. When we was pulling the engine out of my car right before Randy left, I got under there and it's kind of close because we didn't do it on the lift, we did it right here, and I had to get out. I got kind of claustrophobic where the body of the car was real close to me, and I had to get out for a few minutes. I told Randy I got to stop. Well, good. You can't leave us on much more of a cliffhanger than you did last night. But I did feel good when I got to see the car today. But now you talking about claustrophobic, that's like when I put those VR glasses on, that messes with me. So I wonder if, I don't know if that would be the same. I have no idea. But I put those glasses on, those VR goggles on, and it don't take long. I'll be sick on my stomach, just like I guess it's motion sickness. Yeah, Nuke, I about got to where I hate people, so I don't like being around a crowd of people. He's working on it, Grandma. He's gonna get him one. We all gonna make this YouTube thing go, and he's gonna get him one of them big old planes. Well, PTSD at Walmart. Walmart is a whole new channel of weird ass people. So, yeah, there you go. Nukem knows. I like watching those videos of people go out in public. 90% of those videos are filmed at Walmart. The things you see coming in Walmart, I can only imagine. I know the videos I've seen is just wicked. Let's see, I should get that. You would be surprised. I would say uh, that would really go, because people watch some weird stuff, and there's something about Walmart people that just people want to see. Can't believe how outlandish people will actually be, and they think they're normal. And they may be. I might be the abnormal one. I don't know. But if that's normal, I don't want to be normal. But Nuke, if you do do that, let us know. I want to watch your videos. I'll have it on all the time. Everybody needs a good laugh. I enjoyed watching Daryl today. I just hate I kept getting knocked off of it. And then I tried to go in on Adam's live, but I went in and tried to go in one time. As soon as I hit to go in, the phone rang, and for some reason on that truck, I got to play it through the speakers. If something comes in, it kicks me off of it. And sometimes when I go to talk, it you can hear what is going on through the speakers, and it sounds like the person talking to me and the thing. So if it don't cut it off, I've got to cut it off where I can't understand what the person's saying. Yes, Grandma, it was. I tell you, I was. You've seen the ones where the guy dresses as a tree and he stands there and then he scares people when they walk by, and then they got the snowman does the same thing. Uh, they'll stand outside of a store and the snowman. Well, I like watching those videos, seeing the people's reaction to when they, it scares them pretty bad. Well, I was literally watching one of them, and the snowman was in New York, and here come my sister walking by, and that snowman scared the snot out of my sister, and I knew nothing about it. I grabbed the phone and sent her a message and asked her, did that snowman scare her? And she texted me back, wanted to know how I knew about it, and I said, it's on the dang internet. She didn't even know she was on the internet. Oh, well, we're getting a lot of that. I know what you're talking about now, Grandma. We're getting a lot of that kind of mess now where they think that people owe them stuff, and they go out there and they don't think nobody should do anything to them. And then, of course, when it turns into a big riot or something, it's just, like I said in a lot of my briefings, the 1,440 minutes, you let people, they will ruin your time, man. They will do everything they can. They get a kick off of causing chaos, and yeah, and that's just it. They grew up with nobody not having any kind of liability on their shoulders. They can do what they want. Nobody ever does anything. If you get in trouble, it's well, he had a bad childhood, or he had, we all make decisions, and we all have had some pretty screwed up things happen to us. And I'm not saying it don't hinder you, and I'm not saying that, but you make your choice. That's right, Hugh. You make your choice to do something, and you make your choice if you want to do right or do wrong every day. Just like going out getting in your car. If you've got two, you choose which car you go get into, regardless of the reason. You make that choice. Oh. Well, there it is. I just got the call that flash flood. But he tells me I got to do it tomorrow. I figured that's what would happen. It's a nice bowl of cereal there. I do not, Newcomb. I've never heard of it. I'll have to look that up if I don't see what that looks like. Let me write that down. I will forget it. You got my curiosity up, Duke. I'm gonna have to check that out. I just knocked it off. Let's see. Oh, somebody on the internet will have it. I'll be able to check it out. I'll look it up right here in just a few minutes, because that would be, that would be cool. Yes, it would. If somebody could, Lord, I'm 56 and don't remember. That must have been your neck of the woods. I don't remember nothing like that. I'm gonna have to check. I'm really gonna have to check it out now. What do you mean, question mark? Oh, let's see what we got here. Somebody getting a chocolate cake? Chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. There we go. It'll be done by the time I get there. Uh-oh, my debit card quits working tomorrow, so guess I better go get my new one set up. Looks like it, Daryl. One thing about one of my grandparents, she would always cook me a 12-layer chocolate cake. Now, it wasn't the chocolate, it was the white, the regular cake, but it was the real thin layers. And in between each one had chocolate, and it was 12 layers. Gosh, you talking about good that cake was good. I think I was eating more icing than anything, but still. And she'd always cook me one. If she knew I was coming to whatever it was we were doing, she would have me one there. Yeah, I was gonna say you might better be careful. Yeah, there you go, Daryl. 50-50. Well, it's been a little over an hour, and we got to get a little bit done here. I know a man that does a premiere at 8 o'clock, and I really got to be there. So, and you see, you done went too far. It happened last night in Daryl's live too, or in Daryl's premiere. Uh, Somebody pushed the envelope a little too much. Um, you can be, yeah. Somebody was talking about last night in the premiere about, I think it first started about selling his wife, and then I think later on I'd got a phone call when I come back, and yeah, and then something was going on right there at the end talking about running the house or running around the house, but yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. I stayed out of it. All right, Hugh. Like I said, I'm going to bring this to an end. I do appreciate everybody coming in, uh, and like Mac, I do appreciate you staying the whole time. And I'm going to draw this to an end and get ready to get on your premiere. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you. You too, Grandma. God bless.